I think it's a really good win under the circumstances. You know, they're a young team, obviously, and that's the point of these B teams or reserve teams, whatever you want to call them, in this cup. And obviously we had them watched. They went down to Stirling in the last round. Tough place to go. Stirling played a really strong team, and then they won 3-0. So we knew they were going to be a good side, and they are what we expected them to be. They're very good on the ball. We've got some very good young players, and the danger is that you allow these sort of academy, you know, professional phase level teams come in and pop the ball around you. But I thought we pressed really well, and I thought we were physically better. I think we can still be more physical, especially in forward areas. But no, I thought it was exactly as you said. It was a good win, and it was a win that we deserved. We were really poor on Saturday, but we weren't poor the previous 2 or 3 games. So I thought we played well. Certain individuals were superb. I thought Ali Spalding in midfield was absolutely outstanding, and I thought Kane Hester was absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I mean the quality of all 3 goals was just superb, wasn't it? I mean, great finishes.
Good goals. Again, my only complaint will be that, you know, I think we should have had another 4. I think we created enough chances to another 5 or 6. I think we need to be more alive to second balls in and around the opposition box. I'm heavily critical of the boys for it. I don't think we get enough players in front of the goalkeeper, etc., at corners for second phases and all that kind of stuff. So there are things I think we can work on. But look, you know, I got asked by one of the supporters this evening, who have obviously been frustrated the last couple of results, but you know, they need to stick with the boys and support them. And one of them asked me, you know, what are you going to do tonight? Are you going to go strong, or are you going to, in his words, play a weakened team? You know, I think obviously it was obvious every tonight with the bench, because we only had 14 players available for the season. 9 players out of the 11 players that played the most minutes last season. 9 of them are currently not available. That's not an excuse. That's a fact of what is actually happening. There is no team in this division that can sustain that number of starting players being out of the team. And when we get even half of those players back, we are going to be a strong team. We have got a good squad. We have got good players. I think you can see the energy of Ali Spalding in there tonight, the tenacity. And if you you throw Russell back in there alongside him, you throw Miko back in there alongside him, Jack McKeever, Mark Gallagher, Kyle Girvin, Owen Cairns, Ross Draper. You know, there's a full team sitting along from the stand next to me there tonight. But I thought the boys that were on the pitch done really, really well. And obviously there's boys that are having to play out of position just now. Brian Cramlin's played 3 different positions in the last 3 games. You know, as one of the older members of the team, and he's doing that job for the team. So there's always a method behind what we're trying to do, and everything will come good, and we will be very competitive this season, and we'll hopefully be pushing to get into that challenge and to get into that playoff position again, which is where we want to be. So there's a long way to go, and that was a good win against a decent team tonight.
Football's all about confidence, and wins breed confidence. A little cliche, but you'll be hoping you can take that into Saturday trip to Clyde. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's listen, again, you go down the road down into the Central Belt. First things first, you need to compete, and they've got a crowd that are demanding, and you can use that. You can use that for them. You can use that against them. It's been maybe a wee bit that way here in recent weeks, but we'll look forward to it. They've got a very good side. I think they, have done quite a lot of upheaval over the last couple of years. Not a lot of consistency in the dugout and in their sort of backroom, boardroom area. But I think they're starting to get that back now with Darren and what they've sort of put together down there. I thought they were in a false position last year. I think they've got individually, in terms of the individual players they've got in their squad, they've got up there the best squad in the league. So I think that on their day they are definitely a really tough team. I think the last time we went down there we played 10 men and we showed the kind of togetherness that we need to show now, and that's what the boys do show in that dressing room. We've got a really good group here. We all work hard for each other. They make a lot of sacrifices. We put a lot of demands on them, and I don't think the supporters can ever accuse those boys of not working hard enough. And I thought tonight the amount of ground they covered is exactly what we need to see, and I thought that's exactly what they've done. So hopefully for those that came out on a Tuesday night and supported them, and thanks very much for them to do that. I thought they were excellent, and they got behind the players. We got them the win that they wanted.